Hey, hey, hey. Who've we got watching? Is it David? Is it Carol? Is it Yo-Yo? Is it none?
None.
It's none.
One. One on.
It's one.
That's it. That's ready for tonight.
Who've we got with us?
Was it my first to comment? First to comment.
First cheeky human. Well, Yo-Yo's commented already. Carol's gone, hey, hey, hey. Woo, woo. Oi, oi, Donna. Hope you're well, my lovely. I think I need to put that over there.
You have to unplug it then.
Hey, Diane. Oh, it's all right. I'll leave it here it's okay for now. You just have to keep an eye on it. We're doing good. Thank you very much. How are you? Hey, Gary. Love the title. Evening, Jill. Sending love to Northern Ireland, my lovely. Gillian, my beautiful lady. Carol. Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody this evening? Good, good, good. We're good, good, good. I'm sure my gaps are getting bigger in my teeth. See all my gaps more. I never did it on that one then. On here I can see some right gaps coming in my teeth.
Come on TikTok.
Oh, you got a new TV? No, it's we had two TVs. My nan pinched one, and John's had to get some screws for that one, so he's got a spare TV.
What I said, if you remember,
Nightmare.
if you remember what I said, we got the two TVs, but one of them used to be on the wall downstairs on a wall bracket. So we took the stand off the bottom and obviously took the screws out, and it had been there for a couple of years. So I'd lost the screws for its stand. So I had to get Nana TV that had got
Christine.
Everything. You got the stand on it and it got remote. This one, we've not had a remote for this for 2 years, so I have to actually physically get up and press button on.
Want to swap gaps? Yeah, show mine worse. I'll swap gaps. That tickled my fancy. So, evening Booty, evening Official, Tracy, evening
Hey,
TikTok. Hey Laura, hope you're well, my sweet lady. TikTok, we're all live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Hey, coconuts. So we're all diddling. We're good. Sending love to Laura across the waters. Hey, Kelly, Diane. How are you, Butes? Hi, Danielle. Daniela. Hope you're well, my lovely. So I am warm, but you can't put that little fan on because it's too noisy. So what have we? Hey, Julie. Hope you're well. Hey, Jamie. So, update on here. The Ashbourne Town Hall investigation is a go-ahead for the 5th of March next year. This was pre-booked just before we went into lockdown last year. So, unfortunately for that event, I'm not sure if there's any tickets spare just yet. There may be one or two. I'm going to have to check and see. So, that one I don't know about. We've got an event coming up just with teams, though, on the 5th of September. And that one's going to be the Four Crosses Hotel
If
in Birmingham.
If anybody did pay,
evening everybody joining.
Because I know some people that wanted to go to Ashbourne with us. Some paid a deposit, some paid in full, and some didn't pay anything. But that's not a problem. But if anybody now has paid and no longer wants to go with us, if you could message us and let us know, and we'll refund.
We will refund that deposit
and,
or what you've paid, because we understand with change dates and everything else.
It's been nearly 18 months after it was supposed to happen.
It has.
So,
but through no fault of ours, though.
No, through lockdown.
Yeah. And then we're away when we should have gone in September. Facebook, go try YouTube on if you can, my lovely, if Facebook keeps kicking you out. Or try to refresh. Or and you can pop across onto TikTok. No, it's above my head. You can't tilt that one. Or try TikTok if you're on TikTok. I've got to count. Please have 3 minutes. I'm not doing no tarots tonight. It's just Chit Chat Tuesday, my lovelies. If you've got any questions, pop them into chat. Tarots will be tomorrow, sweets. Evening, Jules. How are you? It's like scratching top of my hair. Sorry, leave it. I'm fine. It'll send air out room anyway. The event we've got coming up, we'll get you. The event we've got coming up on the 31st of October, which is our Halloween special. We have teamed up again with Kenny from Paranormal Hidden Activity. So, hey, Incubus, ahoy, fantastics. So we will be going live on the 31st. There may be 4 tickets up for grabs. And 4 tickets for Kenny for Hidden Activity. When you come, obviously we'll be filming live, and we'll be live streaming on Facebook. You are welcome to do pre-records while you're there. If you so wish, you are going to be part of our investigation, and those that go with Kenny will be part of Kenny's. If at any point through night anybody wants to switch and go and work with Kenny, and some of Kenny's want to come to us, that's fine with us. So I will put that up near at time, but I think it's going to be more January time. January when I advertise if we've got any tickets, because it's not
till in October.
Oh, is it October 1?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
So
I don't know why I'm advertising in January then. Oh, I'll have to sort tickets out next week. No swearing.
Well, I mean, it's only August. We've got September.
Courtney, tomorrow afternoon I'll be on live around about 3 o'clock UK time. Just pop on then, and I'll try and get you a reading.
For that.
So
only 4 tickets
I'll be doing live
available
readings tomorrow night, guys. Tomorrow afternoon UK time, 3 p.m. Unfortunately, this is just Chit Chat Tuesday, so if you want to feel free to stay in chat, you can welcome to stay in chat. If not, you don't have to, but just join me tomorrow for tarots at 3 on TikTok. Yolanda dear, hello. Hope you're both well.
If we get
Joanne,
we've only got 4 tickets, but we don't. I mean, the event is in Peterborough, so whoever comes will have to make their own way to Peterborough. Unfortunately, on this occasion, we can't pick anybody up. We've
already got 2 in our car already, so they're coming as part of the team, and that would be Claire, who comes out with team as part of team, and Ange, who also has come out with us on a couple of investigations. So we've got them 2 ladies.
If anybody does want to go, messages, well, when the tickets go on, probably beginning of September.
And you can come and join us. Hey, Karen and Matthew.
More interest than
Karen.
Than tickets we've got, we'll sort it.
Yeah, we will if we can. Sadly, I won't be coming because I'm probably going back to the castle in October. No worries, Jamie. Be a bit far for you anyway, Jamie, because it's getting to Peterborough. It's about 2 hours drive for us from Sheffield. So it's going to be longer for you from Chesterfield, I think, sweet. So probably not a good one for you, but we are going to look at doing a couple of more local events and Birmingham. There's some places in Birmingham. We might look at doing 4 crosses and doing it like a tarot night and an investigation on top if anybody's up for that. But I'll put it into chat anyway. 3, but if we've already got 4 tickets, I have to say 3 of them will be offered to members first. So they'll go into members chat, and 1 will go into on main page. If members don't want to grab them first, then obviously I'll transfer them. But I have got to offer them to members first. I live in Stoke, so I may come and see you. Hey, welcome anytime, Matthew. Evening, Peter, my lovely. How are you? Evening, everybody joining on TikTok. Evening, Danielle.
I've got a feeling.
Hope you're well, my lovely. I'm going to move my phone a minute because I can't see if any questions come up on here, and then I feel rather ignorant to me TikTok. So
I think
if I put it like
from
that,
somewhere like Lincolnshire, somewhere like Woodall Spa.
What is?
Peter.
You think that's where Peter is? Yeah. He'll tell you in a minute.
So, Peter from Woodall Spa.
Yeah. So if anybody's got any questions, please pop them in chat to ask us. There's myself and John. TikTok, you can't see John, but he's sat there. He's there. Oh dear, I've knackered his pop up. So evening, everybody joining.
Spitting your tea for that.
Don't you dare spit in my tea. I'll hit you with tea bag. I dropped my tea bag. Well, I didn't drop my tea bag in it. You know when you've got tea bags that haven't got milk, right? I've got my tea bag like that, and I dropped it into full cup of hot tea. And I says to John, "Get me tea bag. Get me bit of paper at my tea, and he went, "Oh, that's all right. I'll burn my fingers."
All the reading Lindsay did for me came right. I got my job and was offered another 2 and committed my dad. Found out about the jobs on Saturday.
Congratulations on your jobs, my lovely, and I'm so sorry to hear about your dad, my sweet. So sending you loads of love and healing. Hey, Ranny Folk, we're Rain Forever. Sorry, Ranny Folk. That's my dyslexia coming in there. We're all live on Facebook and YouTube if you want to join us over on there. It is exploring the afterlife that we're under. So guys, I have been reason I didn't come live with Pendulum is because I've got a new pendulum, and I've been charging it up since I've got it. I've cleansed it and charged it, and I may try after the live. Thanks, Lindsay. It's okay. Was his wish for me to get a job, and it happened. I'm so happy for you, Matthew, my lovely. Evening, Mick. So this is the new pendulum that I've got that I'll be working with. It is a lapis, and it has got my ruby stone on there. I've left me that one downstairs. No, I know. But I had, what was it? A sunstone one. But when I felt over energies that were wanted, I actually wanted the sunstone because I like that one better. But unfortunately, my energy picked this one. So this is the one that I will be using I can't do it on here because the camera's too low. TikTok can see it okay, but obviously I've just moved it. So yeah, I will be trying to communicate with loved ones.
The thing is with pendulums, right? Lindsay bought all these pendulums, right? And she's got all these lovely crystal pendulums. And John's got a stone.
John's got 2 fat fingers, so he can't play guitar. He wants to, but he can't.
Got 2 fat fingers.
He's got fat fingers.
He can't play it.
He can't play guitar.
I bought it ages ago to learn. I've got 2 guitars actually.
Yeah, you have.
My other one's a lot nicer than that one.
It is. But he can't play. He can play a couple of notes.
I can play intros.
But then he can't play.
Something I bought years ago to try and
learn.
Just
for decorational purposes.
I did want to learn to play guitar, but I haven't got time or patience really to sit and do it.
Matthew, if you play guitar, if you can video yourself playing guitar, and you want to send us a video of yourself, send us a video in. Get a drum instead. Yeah, Dawn. No, we're not having drums. Evening, Dawn joining us. Evening, Lorna.
No, let's not auction John's guitar.
Yeah, let's auction John's guitar off. Readings are going to be done on Thursday, guys. On Wednesday, tomorrow afternoon at 3:00 for TikTok. No readings tonight. Just a chit chat tonight. Yeah, we'll auction John's guitars off, and then I can treat myself to something new. I'll sell his stuff and keep all mine.
Nobody could afford this one.
Oh, here we go. Have you heard him? I've got fat fingers, and I learnt to play the ukulele in the first lockdown. Try a ukulele, John, only 4 strings. Little old ukulele. I like them, though.
That's my favourite guitar.
Nah, I couldn't do that. That's his favourite guitar. Let me show TikTok because they can't see it. Not that we've got many on. I don't think that picture is very clear for TikTok though, but that's his favourite guitar. That one. The Scully one, obviously. I got a sheepskin drum. I was going to get a drum. Like you said, could always take up the triangle. It could take triangle up. Ding, ding, ding. I was going to buy a drum and do like meditation with a drum. And then I thought, no, I think my voice is a bit, hey, Senior. Is it yes, Senior? Or Clara. Evening, my lovely.
That one, when we move, it'll be going on, whatever computer is, we think it'll be going on wall behind it.
He's just got to hope he puts it up properly. Otherwise, it's going to fall off and smash.
No, I'll cry.
Oh, you've got a nice few pendulums. Selling that, Lindsay. I'm not. No, this one's. I only bought this one other day. I bought this one and me sandstone one. So I'm just trying to get my energy into this one because obviously I've been using my stone. So I'm gonna now. I don't think I've done I've not done pendulum on TikTok just yet. I've only done tarots, but no, I love doing my pendulum. I've got 2 pendulums, but we've got dowsing rods. We used them other day when we were at where were we when you used them? You used them off camera.
Yeah, we used them off camera at Nottingham when we were in Nottingham at Robin Hood, and then I used them on camera. These
the screen looks very.
It's light.
Do you think it's light?
Yeah, I used them on screen. I did them out live with these when we were at Mosborough Hall.
Yeah, he did.
But I do use these occasionally.
So these guys, I can't use these because my hands move a bit too much. So I don't think I can even. I can't control them. I'm not very good with dowsing rods. They just move on their own. Look.
I've seen another set of one.
I can't keep. I don't know if I can keep my hands still.
I do dowsing rods more than pendulums, but I've got my one pendulum.
Show me yes. Show me yes.
You're on members, aren't you, Lorna?
Not doing it. I like using. I prefer. Sorry, your phone. I prefer using my pendulum. Yeah.
If Lorna's on, I think Lorna's on members. What I might need to do is do a pendulum workshop on members. That might be a good idea for you to do a pendulum workshop.
Yeah, shall I do a pendulum workshop on members area? We'll go on. I'll go on Facebook tomorrow, and I'll do a pendulum workshop for those that want to. I get distracted everywhere. There's spirits. So, I mean, for me with pendulum readings, guys, you've seen how I do this. People on TikTok haven't. So, I don't use it as a yes and no. What I ask it to do is. I always got told this, and whether it's right or wrong, so I'm not going to get jumped on by everybody that's worked with pendulums before or anything like that. But when I work with pendulum, I've got to be careful because I've got to have my arm up to show you. So what I do is I just hang it gently over. I mean, obviously it's moving slightly now anyway. But I'll hold it up and then I'll tell it to show me my yes. So my yes is a circle, and my yes would be anti-clockwise. My yes would be anti-clockwise. My no is side to side, so I'd ask it to swing side to side, which it is. I ask it to swing back and forward if there's a spirit, if my guides are ready to work with me. And then if it's my dad's guide if the guide that is my dad, it goes anti-clockwise also. And if it's my granddad that's with me, it'll go clockwise. This is quite a heavy crystal, and obviously my arm's not balanced, so obviously I'm slightly moving it myself. But that's what I do. You always tell your pendulum what your yes is and what your no is. So if you start with your pendulum, this is just a quick one before we do training. You swing it in the way. So you say you've got your pendulum in your hand, and you make sure it's cleansed of all energies, including your own, before you start working with it. And then what you'd do is you'd say, this is my yes. So you'd move your arm and you'd set it as your yes. So you'd mean mine side to side. My yes is anti-clockwise. Sometimes spirits will turn it that way around if they're working, and it's just a swing back and forwards. And if it's a don't know answer, I ask them to try. I think don't know did go clock. I think I don't know was a clockwise one. I can't remember, but I don't really use a don't know very much because the questions we ask.
Lindsay don't do don't know.
Do you know?
She don't do know either.
You didn't, Angeline.
We don't know what Lindsay's pendulum is for no.
Thank you. You will be able to tomorrow, Carol Ann, my lovely. I'm not working with pendulum tonight, but I will be tomorrow.
We don't know what Lindsay's no is on the pendulum because no spirit dare say no.
Because spirits say no.
No, they don't.
But
they're like me.
Everybody, I mean, I've been watching loads. Shut up.
Your dog in there?
No. Oh yeah. I've been watching loads of people on how they work with pendulums and tarots, and there is no right or wrong way. The only wrong way is if you're not reading cards properly and you're making things fit. But no, I'm on about tarots as well. But you've got to, even Kerry, you've just got to trust yourself when British sweets. You've just got to trust yourself when you're working with tarot and your Pendulum. And like I do when I'm working with Pendulum, I'll ask you for a relative's name. Shut up. I thought you were mini-moking me. Hey, Gemma. I thought you were mini-moking me then, going outside on me. But with Pendulum, what I like best with Pendulum is the fact that you give me the name of a loved one, and then I try and ask questions that I wouldn't know answer to. And then that can clarify to you whether we've got actually your loved one that's coming through.
There probably will be a quiz night, but it'll be me that's doing quiz night.
John's doing quiz night this week.
It's not going to be a funny one.
It's not going to be a Lindsay quiz.
But we will probably get a quiz night in.
It's going to be a John quiz.
Because it's going to be absolutely
a lot of precipitation.
Well, There's going to be a lot of precipitation about after tomorrow.
Why?
What? Because it's going to rain.
Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know why I've clicked chat when I wanted to move it down on comments.
I have no idea.
I came from a long line of mediums and was taught their way, but told use it how it feels right for you. Exactly, Dom. Exactly. I mean, I got. I wouldn't say got shown.
Look, you're making me say things.
Odd John's quiz.
Paranormal. The paranormal quiz is mine.
John keeps his to paranormal. I keep mine to anything as stupid as I can find it. But that's only because I can't answer John's quiz questions. My brain don't work for that. A John quiz. Oh no! I hope the YouTube team are on fire. I know. Whereabouts are you from, Harley? Hey, Outdoor Adventures. That's Ben, isn't it? My Outdoor Adventures, is that Ben? It is Ben, isn't it? Ben and Andy.
I think so.
Share out, please, says Miss Gemma Stone. Sharon's caring. We know that I may be slightly late. When David?
When?
Tomorrow. Never laugh so much with your quiz, Lindsay. I don't either. You should see me when I'm writing them. I run out of laughter because I already know what's coming up.
I know how bad it's going to be because I see her sick giggling when she's writing questions down.
Oh dear. No, it's your inner child that comes out. It is my inner child that comes out. And because I used to play a lot of quizzes and our team only ever won once, and it was a bloody miracle that we did because we beat the team that always won. You're late tonight. David, where have you been? Brother. Oh yeah, you've been with bro, haven't you? I hope he's all right. And I hope you're well as well. Sounds very exciting, my outdoor adventures. What are you doing? Are you going off camping? Mr. Mason, I hope you've got a note. It's not Mr. Mason, it's Soldier, Gillian. Soldier that's late. So we've got a good few things coming up. We've ordered, John's ordered some. When I say we, I mean John. It's the royal we. So we have ordered some new paranormal equipment, haven't we? That we're going to be using. I don't know what we've ordered, but I know we've ordered some.
I know what we've ordered, but I'm not going to tell you.
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Okay, show me, but don't tell me. So we're going to have a few bits of new equipment coming out. John's also, I don't know whether we're talking about it this morning on Chit Chat this morning, but he's also going to start making a few bits. I think we're going to be moving with him bungalow. End of August. I think it's going to be probably end of September. End of September, beginning of October. I think that we will be moving into bungalow. Evening, Lisa, my beautiful lady. I think it will be, about October time that we move into bungalow, which is going to be brilliant. So he'll try and get a few bits in and start making, but I think it's really going to start after we've moved, really. Just because, again, he's got about 4 weeks to get rest of this house all packed up. And as you can see, this room's still full. We have got boxes. We've just not done it. He's done some of it. I can't knock him for that. He's done quite a bit, really, hasn't you? To be fair. So what else is happening? Come on, guys. Who enjoyed on location for Saturday night that we did? Who enjoyed the Robin Hood experience? I thought that was really good. We've still not enhanced the EVP. But obviously John took too many tablets yesterday, not on purpose. He took them, what were it, at 2 o'clock, half past two, and then he took them again at 3 o'clock, and yeah, did make him feel a little bit poor, but he didn't take them for rest at night, so we're all good. New beginning, a new home, and it's hard work. I know, and John's got to do it more or less all on his own, Dawn. I know that we've got oh my goodness, he's going to shout at me when I can't remember his name. John. We've got John helping us. I've got to let him know a date when we're moving. Hopefully I can give him a date in time so John can try and book some time off work so he can come and help John with some stuff, because there's only John moving stuff and he can't shift all this. Yes, John was tripping. I missed it, and my grandkids say, "Oh, Dawn, it's one to watch back. I'll tell you, watch him in future for that." It were a one-off. Normally, before, but not like that though. No. Might have took them like 3 hours, not half an hour. No. So yeah, Robin Hood was great. We started getting some really good EVPs at the end, and didn't want it to stop. Do you know, Soldier? I agree. I think I learnt my lesson with this one. Next time we go, what we're going to do is once we've took all stuff upstairs and unloaded it, not in shop front, but just as you go up one flight of stairs, there's like another room. And it's that one where he got all like his collectible items that he'd collected over years, Robin Hood memorabilia and stuff. And yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll stay in that room. There's even a pub. If we'd have thought on, we could have locked shop up and gone and sat in pub and had something to eat and a drink for a couple of hours. So yeah. And then at least then I'm not going to be walking stairs, which then will make it easier. But John did say when we book again to go in the future, we're not going to be leaving early. We're going to be, I mean, we didn't leave early anyway. No, I mean, we didn't get in while 3:30, 3:45. So, yeah, it's, I still can't believe that the hands didn't actually move despite 6 of us seeing it. I know.
I checked back. I did have a look back on that, and I couldn't see the hand move. I could see. I think I sat on the bench, and the bench flipped, and I knocked the camera, and the camera moved.
So it could have been camera moving. But that was
before everybody saw it, so I'm not sure if that was the same.
Rum and raisin, raspberry ripple. Snap, my favourite too. Who's having rum and raisin? I hope it's rum and raisin wine. That's my favourite. I can't get that anywhere. Homemade. Oh no, I'm talking wine. So I don't know what to say. I'm speechless, guys. I'm speechless. Yeah, so we've got them good EVPs to listen back to. John's just got to enhance his EVPs. I mean, we couldn't even listen to them now again, could we really? Because you can't really enhance them now, can you? Yeah, I look too, but it so confused me. Yeah, the chain got me, though. You know, with the chain moving when we went into the room. When Kenny went out of room, the chain was still, and Kenny opened the door and closed it, and that chain didn't move at all. But when I were in there on my own, we got that, hey, Kirsty, we got the chain moving. That really made me wonder that, because there was no, unless you were sat on the bed and shaking the bed, which nobody's allowed to sit on bed, there's no draft coming through the window. And even if there were a draft, that chain's quite an heavy chain, but I couldn't feel a draft at that window. And the chain was really wrapped round on both ends. So that chain were nuts. It was gone midnight and you had done too much. And do you know, Soldier, I was feeling pain before we'd even gone live, which were bad really. But luckily I were only laid up for a couple of days and not as bad as what I did when we did the hotel. That were really
Lydia,
bad. What's Lydia sending you?
Nothing. As I've gone to screenshot it.
Ah, she's messaged.
I can show you one of them. That's one of them that we've ordered.
Oh yeah, what's that? Sure, TikTok.
It detects air pressure changes.
So that's one thing that we've ordered. So it's going to detect air pressure changes. Yeah. So will that be good when we're working outside?
Not probably as much for outside, but I don't know.
Indoor locations. Well, we'll have to try it.
The other one's a temperature one.
Yeah.
It flashes different colours for temperature going up, down, staying.
So I'll have some of that if that's in the freezer. Now we've got no rum and raisin in our freezer, Erky base. I'd have ate it. You should have left John and come and chilled at mine, Lynn's. Oh, Kerry, do you know, if I'd have known, I would have done. If I'd have known, Kerry, I would have said to John while Kenny were there, drop me off at Kerry's and pick me back up when you've finished. At least then again, I'd have been at your house till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd have been snoring on your settee, Kerry. But I will bear that in mind the next time we go, my lovely. But yeah, I haven't got my glasses on, so I could see.
I'll put in mod chat, Scotty.
He's going to put him in mod chat, Scots, for us. So yeah, so I mean, we've got some really good investigations coming up. I know the other night when we were supposed to be live with Kenny, the weather was bad where Kenny was up till around about 5 o'clock. But then the ground would have been wet afterwards, which wouldn't have been good really for me going round on scooter. It wouldn't have been very good for me. But we have got we've got a lot of rain coming in from Wednesday. So I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we have got so much rain coming in. So it might be like tarot nights going off, might be pendulum night. I might do ghost stories one night. I found my ghost stories out of picture. Oh, thank you, Kerry. I'll let you know next time, sweets, if that's all right. But yeah, it's fingered, isn't it? But we are getting some really good. They are paid for investigations as well. And like I said, hopefully, what we're going to do is we're not an events team, so it's not like we're wanting to make thousands and thousands of pounds off you. It's not. What we'll do is we will work out the cost and then do ticket. We'll pay our ticket fee along with everybody else. So
this afternoon.
Yeah.
We'll say
because we won't mind doing some just so you guys can come with us.
If the hire of the venue is £250, and we take 8 people with us, and then it's me and Lindsay, that's 10 people. I'm just saying
split it by 10.
So we split it by 10, so it'd be £25 a ticket. We will be paying £25 a ticket as well.
Yeah. A good ghost story chat night, thinking ahead to cold winter night. I know, Lorna. I might sit with a blanket over my head, draped up computer. I might put a candle under my face or a torchlight under my face, under my chin, and sit and go boo and tell you ghost stories. But yes. I don't even know if I'm getting dressed up on Halloween yet. If I can lose a bit more weight and I can get into my Halloween costume, I will get dressed up on Halloween. But yeah, if not, I'm not getting dressed up. Might do makeup, but I'll definitely be wearing I'll do my war paint. Yeah, but I'm not doing I'm not going to get dressed up. And I don't need to have vampire teeth because I've got 2 fangs there. Look, think it's that one. Can't see it. Wrong way I'm looking.
You can do a ghost story night. That's not
that and there. Got right fangs on my teeth. On my teeth. Teeth. Speak your proper Yorkshire.
How do you spell that? T-E-E.
Teeth. T-E-E-F. Teeth. With a F on the end. 250 divided by 10 is 50 quid each.
We never said that's a 25.
25, Yolanda. Where'd you get 50 from? October's not that far away. So, yeah, October's going to be... I'm looking forward to Halloween. John's done last 2 Halloweens on his own.
Yeah.
On the last 2 Halloweens, John's actually gone out on Halloween and done his own investigation because I can't get to places where, obviously, best places to go.
No, best place to go. I think one of them, when I went to look for Padfoot,
that were in Woods.
Yeah, you were poorly that.
No, I think you'd already been round that, and we decided that were a good location to go on your own.
And then
last year, I weren't very well for last year's one. Reading. Readings are going to be done tomorrow, guys. Tonight it's just a chit chat. So if you've got any questions, pop them into chat. But no tarot as well tomorrow. Start Christmas shopping this week. There's a lot of us in our family. Do you know? We've got loads. Two teeth
in his mouth.
One in his mouth and one in his pocket. Oh dear. Laura, looks a resin. Come back tomorrow at 3:00 if you're interested in having a reading, love. If not, mind your manners. You can always wear your I could wear my turkey hat. I could wear my turkey. That's for Christmas, though, isn't it? Really, turkey hat, Laura. I can wear my turkey hat at Christmas. I might have a look for a chicken body or a chicken outfit to go across with the turkey head. But yeah, I'm going to start Christmas shopping quite soon. I'm going to get holiday over and done with, and then start looking for Christmas shopping because, again, we've got grandkids to get for, we've got kids to get for, we've got mums, dads, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, the lot to get for. So, yeah. Scotty, we were talking about it earlier, scammers. So I did a scammers diversion. What did you do, Yo-Yo? Lorna, yes, but I've been sitting and you be... Lorna, yes, but I've been sitting and you'll be running around. Yeah, I know, but we can all get dressed up. I don't even know what that was to Lorna. I do. Oh, she's talking to Lorna. That's why I don't know what they're talking about. See, but yeah, Christmas shopping we'll be doing earlier. What's Gillian put? New comments. Hey, Yo-Yo, just thought I'd pop on YouTube and say hello. You're my friend. And to all you on YouTube. So, yeah, has anybody got any questions that you want to ask us or anything coming up on locations or anything that we've got, what we've done that you want to see done again? Anybody you want to see us maybe try and work with? Yeah, I think I'd have 12 months notice. I used to start my Christmas shopping in January, getting for January sales, and then they wouldn't fit me if I bought clothes for Christmas. So it was a waste of money. Leave them, duck. Saddos. Dear no.
I know, I'm just trying to work out how to do something. And
I know I couldn't work out how you do it.
That's not it.
No, I think you just have to... we don't know how to delete comments on TikTok. So if anybody knows how to delete a comment on TikTok, you're going to have to let me know because all it comes up with on TikTok is new... block or cancel. So we don't know which ones are to delete a comment. And some very nice persons called luxaresin.co has gone fraud. So I've told them very politely to come back tomorrow at 3:00 and they can have a reading.
I wouldn't have been that polite.
Oh dear. Well, got issues. They got issues.
Tissues.
Got tissues, yeah. Night, Kerry, my sweet
Night,
lady.
Kerry,
take care. Hey, Scotty. Hang on, Scots. Let me... Scotty, hang on. I need to manage.
Lock.
Add.
That's it.
And that's it. I think, Scots have just modded you. So hopefully you can work out how to work it better than we can. Us Oldens don't know how to work anything. Oh dear.
I know there's some things that don't work when you get older.
Like your brain, love, your brain. This week then we've got a quiz night coming up. Fraud? Did they see my division? Yeah, Yolanda, I think they saw what you put on here.
I heard that, John.
Oh dear. I'd never block you, Scotty.
No.
So we've got... I forgot what I was saying. We've got...
Scotty's fault.
It's Scotty's fault. We've got... go on. Terror night coming up. We've got Pendulum night. We've got Ghost Story night. We've got quiz night. We'll have got some ITC workshops possibly going off. Well, you can do a chit chat while you're doing like trying to build your stuff, so you can talk and not concentrate on the screen. They'll not mind you talking, and they can nosy what you're doing because you can turn that camera to face it down.
Yeah, but when I'm doing electronics, there's a lot of swearing involved.
Well, they used to swearing, love.
It's like when I tried out soldering iron and things like that.
I can't believe he stood on soldering iron. and
he
said he could smell his something burning.
Right, I don't know if I told you
doing away with house phone in 2023. She will have to learn how to use. They're doing away with house phones in 2023, so you'll have to learn how to use the phone.
Oh no, we had to use phone.
Oh, thank you, Soldier, my lovely.
Yeah, I was up here about a couple of months back, weren't it? And I was soldering some stuff. I can't remember.
We were all sat downstairs.
Sat downstairs. And I went downstairs for something, so I put my soldering iron on its stand on table. Now, I must have caught cable and knocked it onto the floor. And when I came back in, I stood there on the floor, and then I thought, okay, my foot's warm. And then I thought, I can smell burning. And I looked down, and all my foot, my sock had totally melted, and there were like an indentation in my foot where it had burnt right in. And I didn't feel it to start with.
Honestly. And then he shouts, he comes hobbling downstairs going, ooh, ooh, ooh. And me and Yolanda like, what's up? What's up? He's gone, I've burnt my foot. And I says, why have you burnt your foot? He says, I've just stood on soldering iron. Didn't realise he'd stood on it for about 3 seconds, 5 seconds-ish. Because obviously his socks took the...
Initial
thing on it, yeah. Never seen so much melted skin. It was funny.
I remember,
but it weren't funny for John. It was funny for me. Thinking that how could he have done that?
And I'm saying to this, look at my foot.
Evening, Gemma Bew.
Is my foot all right? We get your foot away from me.
Emily, do you like Harry Styles? Bit young for me, Emily, but yes, I think Harry Styles is quite cute for his age. Maybe for one of my daughters. I would have to say.
I wouldn't say no.
Hey dear. A bloody impressive mark on his foot. It was a very impressive mark for that, weren't it? That were quite a good one.
Since.
No, he's not done it since. I always laugh at everyone. I don't mean, do you know if I fall and somebody laughs, I'd punch him in the face, but won't really. But I get face on. If other people laugh, it's different. But if I hurt myself and John's there, and there has been times when I have hurt myself, really hurt myself, and I can see his shoulders going, and then he'll try and look at me straight face, and he'll just go, "Are you okay?" And as soon as I go, "Yeah," and then I'll start laughing because I can see his shoulders laughing, then it's okay. But if I don't see his shoulders going and then I hurt myself, then he gets shouted at for laughing at me. How long ago did you stand on the soldering iron, John?
Oh, a couple of months, wasn't it?
Was it that long ago?
Sure
Can't be a couple of months, Yolanda. Nothing funnier than someone else falling. I know. True friends laugh before they ask if you're
Unless
okay.
It's Lindsay falling.
They do.
It's Lindsay falling, then you have to be so concerned.
Yeah, if it's me that falls, you have to be very concerned. Oh, dear. Or I'll run your oar on scooter. Do you know?
It was like when Shelley went off edge of that thing that night. When
even I
nobody dare laugh at her to start with until she laughed. Then
that was so funny. We'd gone to Magpie Mine, and you know, it was so. I'm just so glad nobody had it on camera. And it was first time we'd ever been, so we pulled up at Bottom at Fields and we parked on road. So we left cars there. We'd gone through this gate. Well, they were mama cows. And I mean, mama cows. They weren't your normal average size cows. These were mama cows. And they started walking toward. Well, I've got a fear of cows. I've got a fear of anything with 4 legs. It's like, especially big animals, I've got like a little bit of a fear. But cows especially scare me. And I was going up mobility scooter, but you've got to remember that the path is all like little pebbles and big pebbles. And I'm going over. The next minute, I was looking behind me, and I forgot which way I was steering. Look at Yolanda, June 11th. Look at you, yo. And I went all these stuff, and I was too busy looking at this. It was nearly at me, this cow. Well, I turned, and as I turned, I felt myself go down. Well, I took my hand off brake. Carl, who were with us, come running up to grab back at scooter. Then he let go because he knew he couldn't hold me. John just stood there looking, and then I just like paused, and all I heard John say were, "Don't put your bloody feet down." And I picked my feet up.
Yeah, because what she does on the scooter is
I'm stopping myself.
Shoot off and she'll put her foot there. You're going to break your foot. You're not going to actually stop yourself.
Anyway, luckily I didn't go over. But I did laugh after I'd finished shitting myself for this
Nice.
cow coming up to me. Not literally pooping, but yeah, it worked. So I won't walk through that field of cows anymore. So now we can drive up.
Don't believe it. TikTok. She's already done 3 donuts, a wheelie, and 2 endos.
Don't believe it. I have. I've done 2. What have I done? 2 nuts, a wheelie.
2 donuts.
I've done 2 donuts, a
3
wheelie.
donuts.
Actually,
3 donuts, a wheelie, and 2 endos.
I've nearly took out a wall. I've took out that lip at side path.
What sold your aunt put is how many times you've took me out on that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Philip, hope you're well, my lovely.
She rings her up back in my leg.
Yeah, Jules.
Crushes
Oh, thank you, Jules, my lovely. Welcome to our ETA family, Philip. Hope you're well, my love. And I hope you do join us when we go live on Investigations.
She's run over back of my leg loads of times on scoop. Never broke my ankle. And then I'm limping round and she'll go, "You're right."
There was that bit. That was best bit. He told me to move forward and he didn't move his leg. So I moved the scooter forward, but it were on his foot. So then he says, "You're on my foot, you're on my foot." Well, you can imagine mobility scooter. Me sat on it, best of things. And I starts panicking then and I gets into a flap. So I'm trying to go off it. So I move forward.
And then she moved back again.
And then I reversed and stopped it same. Oh, nightmare. But it was good. Tarot readings tomorrow, my lovelies. 3 o'clock UK time in the afternoon. I'll be doing tarots on here. So yeah, it were crazy. Crazy. But, which bit are you that bit at top?
No, that bit at that side. There, look. It's all blown with. Oh, look, you're making me look like.
Oh, making him look old. So yeah, you need an L plate. I need new glasses. I'll tell you now.
I'll tell you what. If police ever see her on that, the breathalyzer.
Do you know you can actually get done on a mobility scooter for being drunk? They can actually give you a breathalyzer. I don't know whether they can on mine because mine's a pavement one. But I think, the ones that are roadworthy with the big lights on, I think you can get done for drink driving on a mobility scooter. On one of them. I know, do you know, I'd fail my test.
I know.
I don't need L plates. What I need on is like big flashlights. I need a foghorn for me laugh when I'm going back and forwards.
What we need is a bigger scooter. Where Lindsay can get in a seat on back and I can drive it.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Be sure for that.
But yeah, she needs dodgem car bumpers the whole way around. I do. Hey, sweetheart, sorry about the delay. I was just cleaning bath and heard Lindsay mention my name. Hope you're well. See, Jules, you're always watching, aren't you, my lovely? But everybody's busy though. Everybody's busy, and Claire will put on in the afternoon. She'll put, "I'm listening, but I'm doing my paperwork." Oh, do you know? I want to work with Pendulum again and try and connect at Doll's Energy. They have them abroad. Do you know, Gemma? We saw one here, and it was like a tandem. Were it a tandem?
No, it was like a trailer, weren't it?
Oh, it was a trailer.
Like a trailer, you attach it back and there's just a seat on the trailer. We
saw one of them and I says to John, we're never getting one of them. My dream, if I had to pick my ideal scooter, and I've seen it in Chesterfield, and it's like a Harley. It's a Harley style bike mobility scooter, and that is my ultimate goal to one day let John buy me that, because that is wicked, honestly. Why do you need an Harley? You'll be on mine.
I don't want to go on that.
I'll get you a bike puller thing, and you can sit on back and I'll brum as down the street. Hey, Amelia, my lovely, hope you're well. Hope your dad's well. I've seen them. They are cool, aren't they? More evening, Penny. Do you know? I just love them. I just let that Harley. But you can see so many. I've seen that moth flying around this room. I've seen so many different ones, but I've got to admit that Harley one is good. It's not an orb, it's a bug.
Try out ones.
Try out. I'm going to have a drink of cold tea because you have not brought me no water up, you dirty dog. Hey, dear. So, I've lost. I've lost.
Hey, Bennett.
In 56 days, I think it is. Wait, 56 or wait, 54? 54 days. I've lost 1 stone, 8 pounds, and I get weighed in on Wednesday this week. So hopefully it'll be another loss after my Chinese tea last night. But I want to try and get down to about a 3-4 stone loss. So fingers crossed, because obviously I can't exercise. So the bit of walking that I do helps. But yeah,
that'll be my fault.
Cheers.
That'll be my fault if Lindsay don't lose any weight this week.
Because it's his fault. He wanted a Chinese.
I weren't. I couldn't cope. I couldn't function last night. I was tripping.
Thank you, Gemma. I think you put on my weigh-in's not Thursday, and I weigh in on my own scales. So I used to. Believe it or not, I was a Slimming World consultant. Many moons ago, I was a Slimming World consultant, and I had 2 different groups, one in the morning and then 2 at night, didn't I? And I used to love them. And do you know what? I swore by Slimming World. If anybody said to me, do another diet, do Slimming World, I did Slimming World. Unfortunately, now I won't do Slimming World. I prefer doing what I'm doing.
Gonna get sued.
No, because I've not worked for him for over 5 years. My opinion. No, I'm not saying Slimming World don't work, because it does work.
No, I'm just saying it's your opinion.
I can't get on with Slimming World diet because I eat too much. I do.
I'm gonna try that, Steve.
Wow, that's fantastic, Gemma. You keep going, my lovely, because I tell you what, you will get there. Slimming World is a fantastic eating plan. I just can't do it. Put your toe on the back of the scales, John, at the weigh. No. We don't do things like that in this house, Steve. I do that to him. Dust does 0 calories, according to Marjorie Dawes. That's how I used to run my class, like Marjorie Dawes. Have you been for a poo yet? Oh, dear. Are you... Where are we going? I'd have to see how far... For me, might need to pinch your couch for the night. Oh, I think he's talking. Oh, he's talking to Jules. That's right. About the tickets at Peterborough. Yeah, I'll put, like I say, we'll put them up. I've lost 5 stone in 3 years. Fantastic soldier.
Amazing.
So, it's life changing, though, isn't it? Weight loss is life changing, I think, for a lot of people. So, yeah, it really is. So, everybody that's trying to be healthier, because that's all we're doing, is trying to be healthier. You got out to say? No, nothing to say.
You've said it all. I had some chit chat into this afternoon.
Yeah. Do you know what I do like? Do you know, pros and cons for TikTok? TikTok has got more trolls on than, well, I don't like calling them trolls, do I? But TikTok has got more mardy people on there that bullying. There's a lot more bullying goes on TikTok. But what I prefer on TikTok platform that Facebook and YouTube don't allow us is music. And TikTok's only like a 24-hour, you're only live while you're live. And I think that's why they allow the music to be played. But that's the only difference, I think, for TikTok. You can't put music on Facebook or YouTube without getting strikes. I didn't mean to. It just
Have you gamed that, Rob? Have you gamed that? That's all right.
What's he got?
Prawn cracker.
Went into atrial fibrillation 3 years ago. Oh, soldier. More like twats rather than trolls. I didn't say them words, Yo-Yo. I didn't say those words. No, but there is. I mean, the social media at minute is a platform for bullies. But you know the funny thing is, no, not all of it, but it gives bullies a platform because they can hide behind a false name. Because that's one thing I've noticed. A lot of people that will slag somebody off or say things behind the back never do it face to face. It's always done behind the back. And especially if these people that go on and they'll say, right, such and such is this, such and such is that, they're saying it and it's an opinion. But then there's that bullying stage that comes into it, and that makes a vast difference, I think. But I think it's easier now because YouTube, even Facebook. I follow Lawrence on TikTok. He's having it shit. He is, Anne. But you know, you've got to look at the bigger picture as well. Where Lawrence is concerned. there's been things that have happened, and because it's happened on social media, unfortunately, you get a backlash when things don't go to plan. As for people bringing out people's private lives and the finances or the jobs that they do or whatever they do, that's wrong if it's not already been put out there. But you find that not necessarily with Lawrence, because I know Lawrence didn't really put his life out. Other people have put that out for him, which is totally wrong, because there's no respect line for that. But yeah, it's a free for all for people that have, do you know, it's same as when you watch like YouTube, Facebook. It's a platform for people to have opinions. And instead of having opinions about real things that are happening in life, because creators...
as far as I'm aware, on TikTok, there were Lawrence that were having problems, weren't they? They were the Smithy family. They can't even go back to their own home.
They
had the car set on fire outside it. And then on YouTube, Proving Demons, Andrew, he just had his car smashed up.
Yeah, bought a brand new car, Proving Demons.
He's worked hard, got a brand new car. Okay. What he does isn't what we do. He does it differently. Don't make it wrong. Don't make us right. But there's no way that anybody should have gone and done what they did.
But no, not to anybody's car.
He smashed his car up.
I mean, it's wrong that. Yes, they do get a response in an argument. It's hard not to respond, but ignoring it does take away their power. It does. Always, Lorna, 100% agree. Either laugh at it with them, even if it's at your expense, or just totally ignore, because it's just they've got nothing to feed off, so they'll leave you and go away. It's I think that though, Yolanda, I think all accounts should be registered, only one account given. I think you all should have to verify your name and address before you get access to it, so then they can trace back these certain things, but they can't because it's data protected. So there's no way of tracing it. It's thing, are you doing a certain diet, Lindsay, or are you just finishing just doing calories, just counting calories? I'd call them keyboard spies. But again, it's like you say, all these people that go out and do things, and just because they do something that, all right, Proving Demons Andrew might have made quite a few, might have upset a few people, whether he's worked with them or what, but nobody deserves to have the possessions smashed, stolen, or anything, do they? And it don't matter how they've paid for it. They've paid for it. You know, it's just a sad world.
I missed something.
Why? What you missed? Wow, yo, the what? Penis spud. Penis spud. I like that word, penis spud. Is that what we're going to call them? And then comes yeah, they are, Gemma. They are. They really are. But again, I think they just want to be left alone now. They just want to get on with it. I think even people discussing him, I think he's getting a little bit on their nerves, because it's the subject doesn't get dropped. Everybody's still, again, it's like people will mention certain things because it feeds off them and it grows. I've got to be careful because I'm on TikTok, so I don't want to come across as talking about or getting involved in any situations on there. But I think what it is, some people jump on the bandwagon of when people are having an hard time, and then they jump in with their opinions just to get the drama factor out of it, so their channels will grow through drama. But when it's grown through drama, then you just surround with negative. You're just surrounded with a lot of negative, and that you don't see no way out of it. There's no positive light at the end of it. Whereas by just being yourselves and layering it over your head, it don't matter. I had one over a knitting pattern I designed because I wouldn't give it a she bad mouthed me. It's all crazy, isn't it? But unfortunately, that's life. That's life.
Not many tonight, soldier. It's been way up and down, but because it's not tarot, it's just chat, not stopping. One
person starts the mob with pitchforks and torches formed behind them, and it's snowballs at sundown. It is, Steve. Not many, soldier. We've been fluctuating. At minute there's 2 on. They'll probably disappear in a minute. I'm not really doing much on TikTok. I'm talking to your guys, but yeah, TikTok. So we've gone back down to 2 now. 3's come on. We had 7 on at one time, then it dropped. When I do my tarot readings, I average between about 28 and 38. 30, about 38
to 40.
Yeah. When I'm doing my tarot readings, I average that. But if it's just like chit chats and stuff, unfortunately, that's not really what I'd like TikTok to be that way, but I think it's more going to be based for tarot readings. People just want tarot readings. I don't think they're bothered about getting to know who I am. Just as long as tarot readings are on for some. Some do. Some come on and say hello and they'll message me or they'll comment in comments and that, and it's really nice when they do.
2 won't disappear. They'll always be 1 because Scotty's on.
Oh, you're staying with me, Scots. But yeah, I think with TikTok though, I mean, I suppose it's same as any platform. I mean, with Facebook, you guys have known us for 2 and a bit years. YouTube exactly the same. So it's going to be the same with TikTok. I'm going to have to go on and build their trust, build trust up with them, build respect up with them as well. So yeah, so hopefully if they pop across onto here, they'll see what we are like and that, and then they'll enjoy TikTok. No. It grows when you do free readings. It does, soldier. I'll always be here, never leaving.
Thank you,
I love you too. Oh dear. Hey Charlie. It grows. It does, but to be fair, it does grow when you give free readings away. But reason I do free readings is because there's people out there that maybe can't afford to have a full reading, or for whatever reason at that moment in time they haven't got the finance to do it. So I enjoy doing free readings because I think people deserve to get them. But again, with TikTok, I won't do it. When I first started doing tarot readings, if you remember, I kept asking people to write the names down on a bit of paper. Hey, Jules. I kept asking people to write the names on I used to ask them to write in a comment, and then I'd read for them online. I had to stop doing that because so many people asked for readings, but then didn't turn up on night and then still expected a reading to be done. So that was why I stopped doing that. And that's why now I'd rather pick random, because then if I pick randomly, hopefully I don't pick the same people twice every time I'm doing my readings. But also if I'm picking randomly, I don't know the people that I'm reading for, which makes it even extra special when they can accept what's come through on card reading. Free reading is a great way to hone your skills too. It is, soldier. It's definitely a win-win-win. I've got a tarot reading booked in. Hey, Michelin, Kasheta, I think. Sorry if I apologise if I've got your name wrong, my lovely. I've got a reading booked in tomorrow by a lady, 12:15 in the afternoon. So that one's a private reading. So that one's a video call reading. So I'm looking forward to speaking to that lady. Because to be honest, when I do a video reading, sometimes I can be on phone an hour and a half. Sometimes it could be 2 hours. Sometimes if they've got time to sit and natter afterwards, because I like to give the reading and then I like to natter, don't I, afterwards? And depending on what comes through on card and everything else, it depends on if anything else gets said or done on that reading. So it's all good. Yeah, you have to, don't you? Exactly. Sandwich for homeless as a gift, and that's where it's a gift which keeps the ripple effect. It does. What's that saying now? Pay it forward. Pay it forward, I think it is, and I think that's the way that I look at it. It's that pay it forward. I've had tons of tarot readings paying 3 times the price Lindsay charges, which weren't so in depth as I get from Lindsay. Oh, bless Lorna. Thank you, my lovely. And you know what? Sometimes you may get a card and it might not make any sense to you at that moment. And all I do is say, keep it wrote down what got said, because it might be next week that it comes to light, or it might be you're having a conversation with somebody and that message comes in then. I do get repeat customers. There's one lady that I just do a yearly reading for. So she gets in touch around about Christmas, December, January time, and she just has a full year's reading. And then
no, we're from the UK.
Then what she does is after I've given the reading, then she'll let me know what's gone off the previous year, which can validate then what's been said in that one. So yeah, it's really good. Lorna allows me to do readings for her. Yeah, there's a few that come back and have the readings, Gemma. Which is good. So yeah, night, Gems. Sleep well, my sweet lady, and we shall see you soon. Yes, you can't you tell, UK? Yeah. You're from Israel. Hope everything's all right over there, my lovely, and that you're safe and sound. That's a great compliment. It is. Thank you, Charlie, for your follow, my lovely. But yeah, it's stop taking a back seat and lean forward. Do you know it gets very comfy, and then it looks like I'm doing all talking, even though I'm doing all talking. Do you know?
You're not talking.
Yeah, but you should jump in or say, "Shut up, woman! I've got something to say." Lots of sirens. Yeah, he's Wednesday playing at home, Scots. Be trouble tonight. Pay it forward is ripping along here. We have a petrol station that allows you to pay for 2 coffees, and the second one is given to the next person who orders one. And we have a restaurant that puts half your meat cost towards another meal. Oh, wow. And when a full meal is paid for, they put a ticket on the board by the door that anyone who's struggling can grab the ticket and get a meal for free. Do you know what, Steve? That's right nice.
Well,
I wish we'd do that in
Sheffield Wednesday 1, Fleetwood 1-0.
There'd not be much trouble if it's only Fleetwood. But I wish a lot more shops would do that. Even if it's just taking an extra 20p off top of me. Giving you a choice though, because some people don't want that. But if people don't mind doing that, because I think, like you said, for people that are struggling or homeless or
never had a terrifying encounter with a spirit.
You've had one that made you jump a couple of times, but never a negative. To be honest, Phil, we don't really do. We don't work.
Negative. We don't work with negative energies.
No, we don't. The negative energies are there, obviously, because you've got your bad and good in everything, and you're surrounded by both, aren't you? Surrounded by positive and negative all in life. So even in death, I don't think it's any different. But same as in life, when we're doing his paranormal investigations, if there's any negative, we just ignore it. We acknowledge it's there, but we don't give it any strength or any power by egging it on or anything else. We just leave that, don't we, and continue doing what we're set out to do. They can make you feel, the energy there can make you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Everyone's laughing at you.
Why?
Think, folks, it looks like I'm doing all the talking. They all know you.
Yeah, but then at least it looks like he's joining in, doesn't it?
I do for a bit, and then I just like, I'll have a nap. Let me up when it's over.
Yeah, it's really cool. We also have a church that's at a free supermarket. We've got a couple of that. It's not supermarkets, but what have we got now? They're them food places, aren't they? Food banks. We've got quite a lot of food banks. Go to like coffee and pay £20. Not leave my change for food for someone.
We've always wanted to do something, but it's having stuff to do it and
what money. For
homeless. We
did.
We wanted to like go and buy loads of sandwiches and something. Or go to Tesco or where other supermarkets are available. Go to a supermarket and
there's a lot of sandwiches.
The sandwiches that are going out of date that day that they can't sell.
They go print bin.
Then
all
taking them, getting a
if staff don't want them,
hot flask of coffee type of thing, and taking it round and going round to places.
I wanted to get one of them coffee machines that you can print back like you'd have to go back at cost. I don't know how we'd wire it up. But that's what I want to do. I want to have a coffee machine because we are out late at night sometimes. When we're driving back, you do see people out on the streets. And you see them in all weathers under the coats or blankets. Or some don't even have that. So it'd be nice to stop and give them sort of warm drink and a sandwich and stuff. But did you know what? Never say never. We help them when we see them in daytime.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, that bloke, I think he thought all his birthdays had come at once when we give him a $5 the other night when we were at hotel.
Yeah, when we did Midland Hotel, we went outside for a cigarette. I don't think we were filming at the time, were we?
No, we'd gone outside just before we started.
We've gone out for a vape. And this guy came up, and he was really nice, really pleasant.
100%
He said,
agree,
"Have you got
Scott.
any spare cash?" Blah blah blah. And I'm not going to change. I got a £5 note in my pocket, so I just gave him that. And
yeah. Soldier, you're not meant to tell her. What Soldier telling me? Is that when you were hiding behind the
Yolanda said they went down Hillsborough.
Dear. But yeah, I think buying him stuff. My nana once went in a shop. I couldn't believe it. I was pregnant. I think we were pregnant with Jordan, first one, and we'd gone into, and obviously Woolworths were open at that time, and we'd gone into Woolworths because they did like sandwiches and coffees and stuff. And as we walked in, there were a gentleman sat outside, and obviously he's got dog with him, and he's sat there. And we went in, and my nana says, "Can I have a coffee to take out and a sandwich?" So she gets this stuff, she pays for it. We goes outside, she's talking to this bloke, and she says, "I've got you a cup of coffee and I've got you a sandwich." And he went, "Oh, thank you." And he put it at the side of him. Next minute, he lit a fag up. So my nan said to him, "If you can afford to smoke, you can buy your own sandwich." She says, "You can have coffee." And my nan walked off with sandwich because she said if he can afford to buy a packet of cigarettes or buy tobacco, then he can afford to buy his food. I was like, "Nan, give me sandwich back," but she wouldn't. She gave it to somebody else further down the road. But yeah, she was very. My nan's quite blunt.
Oh no, I haven't, Jules. Never heard of that.
Have you ever been to Hatchet Inn at Bristol? I was watching Richard Felix earlier, and there's a door lined with human skin. Ooh. I have to have a look at that one. Write it into mod chat so we don't forget it.
I've got a bit of paper with some locations on.
There you go.
I've still got to look up these.
That's not nice, human skin. Is it real human skin as well, or is it like is it like pretend? Is it pig skin really? Because sometimes they use that, don't they, for human skin? Do you have access to media and outside news reports? Okay, now I'm thinking someone else when I'm moving to a foreign country. I think people won't like me there because I'm Jewish. You'd be fine over in UK.
Yeah.
I don't give people going outside shops money. I buy them something to eat. You got to, yeah.
Wherever you live in the world, there's always going to be people that are against religion, your politics, your views. But you just have to learn to.
You just have to learn just to be yourself.
90% of people are.
Hey, Tony. Yeah. You just have to hold your head up high. What?
I'm thinking about human skin.
I know. Apparently, it's how people were tortured. Wow. I wonder if it were like they'd flailed them. Is it flailed them? Flayed, not flailed. Every Christmas, I wrap chocolate for the homeless year and take muffins to every house on my street and save change all year to buy toys for kids that don't get anything. That's so sweet, Dawn.
Hi, Marmaid.
Hey, Marmaid. How are you, my lovely? Hope you're safe and well, my sweets. But yeah, it's just crazy, shitty world we live in. But we have to make it that little bit more enjoyous. I'm in contact with a lady who does a lot of work for families, helping families who are struggling to get their children's school uniforms. She has friends and help them pay for some. I've offered to buy a winter coat and school shoes for a little girl. That's lovely, that, Gillian. That's very kind. We've got so many good, kind-hearted people, and you know what? I think the good, kind-hearted ones knock out the negative people that are out there. I believe there is more good. I believe there is more good people in this world than there is bad people. Yeah, and that's what you've always got to remember. And lead by Lead by example. Lead by example. So if you know you're doing things wrong, stop it. Because I'll slap your hands. But yes, you have to. We always say we treat people as we want to be treated. And it works or it don't work really, doesn't it? We get people that don't, and we get people that do, like our lovely Yolanda and Rob. Area, and she's downstairs, and I can shout and wake her up in the morning when I'm doing my morning chit chat because she can hear me laughing and I disturb her. But I've got to bless her because this morning she made me a cup of coffee at 4:30. Didn't you, Yo-Yo? Love you. She did. She made me a cup of coffee at 4:30 this morning. That's what time I were up. And then I finally dozed about 8 o'clock. And then guess who woke me up? Fifi Le Pew. I can't hear what she's saying. Can't hear you. Shout louder. Nobody on this channel cares what religion you are, so long as you're a decent person. Thank you, soldier. We don't. As long as we keep it very respectful. We respect each other's opinions, each other's beliefs, don't we?
That's one reason I like that Wiccan read. Me, I think Wiccan's way of looking at it is just and it harm none, do what you will. Yeah, you know, as long as you're not hurting anybody.
That's it. Bless Fifi. It's not bless Fifi. She's had a smack bum tonight off me. I warned her all day, and she ignores me. If it's not Fifi, it's Charlie that's working against me. People are people, and everyone deserves a fair chance until they're wrong. Totally agree with that, Steve. And you know, it's like we've had people messages and say such and such has done this, such and such has done that. They're on your channel. You've been talking to them. You've commented on their posts, and at the end of the day, that person's done nothing to us. There is no evidence to back up anything that has ever been said. Not at that time. There was no evidence to back up anything, and it's like now things have calmed down, and we just being ourselves and talk to who we need to talk to, who we want to talk to, kind of thing, you know. But obviously, if somebody did something to harm us or to harm any of you in family chat, then that's a different kettle of fish, because you're our family. My cats wake me up 6 a.m. every morning for his bloody breakfast.
Our chat group and page is normally 99% of the time is all good. We've had a couple of problems over 2 years where probably 2 people have had to be removed from group for different things, and that's. And
I've done 2 lives,
and I've not. Where somebody's, because we've had 2 people that have been messaging people that group members.
Yeah, we have. You know. Yeah, we've had to remove 2 people in the past for messaging members. Not messaging members, messaging our ETA family inappropriately. The message has been sent to me and John, and gone. Because it's wrong. So you know that we've got your back as much as you have ours. We've got yours as well. I do readings, my lovely. They'll be done tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon UK time, my sweets. If you want to pop back on, then my lovely. I get on well with everyone. It doesn't matter what colour they are. They are humans just like us all. Exactly, Mohammed. Exactly. Aliens. We all bleed green blood. I bleed blue blood because I'm royal. I'm royalty. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm a princess. David, because did you fall asleep? I think you went out. I don't. In fact, Dolores, I'll let David tell you what he's been up to. Hope you're well, Dolores, my love. Like, I've never been inappropriately messy. And you, Yolanda. I've had a few. John's even had a few, and he's shown me. I've had them sent me. John's had them sent him. Normally, I end up replying back to them that send John's to try and make them on a little bit more.
Shop in the UK is basically a
chip shop.
It's where we get takeaway, but they do fish. Basically, normally what we call chip shop, they do deep fried fish in batter, fish cakes, chips, kebabs, things like that.
There is a debate over fish cakes.
Yeah, there's a debate over fish cakes, southern fish cakes and northern fish cakes. We'll not get into that one, Laura. We'll let you acclimatise a bit more.
Yep. We will.
Because southern fish cakes are mashed up fish in breadcrumbs, which are just nasty.
Yeah, ours are lovely.
Yorkshire fish cakes are a slice of fish in between 2 slices of potato done in batter.
Yeah. A takeaway food shop, i.e. fish and chips, pie and chips, etc.
Yeah, they do pies, things like that.
They do. Some do kebabs.
Some do kebabs.
Actually, majority of restaurants now do a mix of all sorts. Southern fish cakes are shite. They are.
I quite like them, not from a chip shop, but I quite like the ones from
if you buy them in shop, yeah. Stop it, John. You're making me hungry. I know. I know.
Fish cake,
we can't have fish and chips. Some do sausages. They do.
You know,
they do Scottish.
I shouldn't have got to this conversation.
Some do fish roes. Oh, take care, Meshulum. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, my lovely. I'm going to call you Mesh. I hope you don't mind. But stay safe, my love. See, I want to try a deep fried Mars bar. When we went to when we had caravan and we were in Cleethorpes, we had they were wondering then, and then they took Mars bars off and they put deep fried thingy. Them eggs, weren't they?
Yeah.
Cadbury's cream eggs, and I didn't have one. I wish I had had one because they sounded lovely.
Right. They do.
They are original.
Drinks, you can have cans of Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Pepsi Max, Diet Pepsi, Fizzy Vimto, Iron Brew, Dandelion and Burdock, Cream Soda, Tango Orange, 7-Up, Milkshake, and etc. for drinks. You can have battered fish, haddock, breaded scampi, fish cake, chips, child chips and cheese, chips tea cake.
Before the word takeaway was invented.
Potato and meat pie, cheese onion pie, steak and kidney pudding, chicken and mushroom pie, jumbo sausage, small sausage tea cake, chicken nuggets, 12-ounce chicken breast, chicken burger, quarter pound of beef burger, beans, mushy peas, gravy, curry sauce, dab scallop, dab tea cake, buttered tea cake, onion rings, pickled egg, pickled onion, sauce sashes. Wow. There you go. That's what they do.
That's in one of them. That's right bad.
That's before anybody else says, but they do these as well.
I know. Christmas fried mince pies.
Ew.
Mince pie. I think that'd be quite nice. A fried mince pie. I love pineapple fritters. They're just very, very high calorie when they fried.
I don't know, but that's actually a chip shop in Sheffield. That. So I'm actually going to complain that they're calling it a tea cake.
I'm going to complain. Sausage. Got only sausage and chips. Don't like fish. I had a deep fried Mars bar about 25 years ago at Mansfield. Mars are one of my favourite chocolates. I used to enjoy battered cod from the chippy till I stopped eating seafood because a microplastic bead being in the fish. Yes. I think a few people's found a bit of them microplasticky beads, aren't they? Jules, we used to go to Chippy and ask for scraps. We used to ask for scraps. They don't really do them now, do they? Or if you walk in, they go, want scraps. I'm still staggered by gravy you have on chips that you have up north. Chips and gravy, lass. Chips and gravy. Pineapple fruits. I'm a kid. I love it. It's like having a donut. Tea cake is a sweet muffin with raisins in it, lovely toasted with. It is.
It's not that. I'm not even getting into that bread.
It's a bread cake. It's a bap. It's a bomb.
I'm not even going there.
Mr. Peanut, is it okay to date a ghost? If you so wish to date a ghost, my lovely, good luck to you. One. You won't be the first. You won't be the last. It'll be an expensive relationship on your part. Maybe.
That's what fish, chips and curry look like.
Ours looks a lot nicer than that, though.
Well, I don't know. It looked nice in picture. It just doesn't look nice on camera.
No, it doesn't. So stay with me, guys, a minute, because I am just going to go over and say good night to everybody on TikTok. Scotty, thanks a lot for being on, and also who else were on the TikTok?
Can you get chips?
I'm ending TikTok now, guys. So take care. See you tomorrow at 3. See you soon.
Ew, that's dirty, Steve.
What's dirty? Chips and saucier, which is a scoop of chips and covered them in tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, and mayo.
And sprinkle with grated cheese.
I could get down with that if it weren't barbecue sauce. I could do tomato sauce. Actually, tomato sauce and mayonnaise.
Yeah, that makes
that makes a seafood sauce. So I don't know if I'd try it with barbecue sauce.
Meat pie, chips and gravy.
Yeah, can't beat that. I'm hungry. Listen, stop talking food. I can't have anything now. Well, 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Don't look up what. I know, it's the best though.
Gravy in the world.
It is the best gravy ever. Yeah, everybody's going to be going and getting hungry.
Do you know what? I don't like KFC anymore. Do you know why?
Why?
Right, I'll show you.
Oh, here we go. What you showing me now?
No, I don't want that.
I don't want to see what we're round bins. I've seen it myself.
No, it's not that.
Love me a pie sandwich.
Have you ever noticed, right? The logo for KFC, right? It's the Colonel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that his tie looks like he's a little man?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't unsee it once you've seen it, so it looks like a little stick man with a big head.
Oh, I thought that was what it were, but it isn't.
No,
it's his bow tie.
Thing.
I thought it was
a little man. Look, he looks like a little. It's an orb. It's an orb.
It's a bloody moth.
I don't have KFC because it makes me giggle every time I see.
Some meat pie, sausage roll comes on.
Come on, England, score
a goal.
No, it's give us a goal.
Give us a goal, is
Come
it?
Come on, England, give
just
us
had
a
a
goal.
banana, which has been
sausage roll.
Wish it had been a chippy sausage. You can imagine, soldier. You can imagine. But yeah. So I think, guys, we're gonna.
Before we go,
what you're gonna do?
I want Lindsay to take me to this pub. What's it called now?
No, you're in lockdown, Steve, aren't you now? Mr. Lily's back in lockdown, New Zealand, where I don't know if it's all New Zealand or where's the part where Steve is, but unfortunately they're going back into lockdown for 3 days because there's been a couple of cases, I think, over there. Hopefully they'll be out of it in 3 days. I want Lindsay to take me to this pub. It's Green King. Other pubs are available. They've got a challenge. I'll answer you in a minute, Mr. Peanut, my lovely.
And you get a 12-ounce flattened steak loaded with waffle fries, accompanied by 2 more 12-ounce flattened steak, both topped with beef burnt ends in barbecue sauce with Jack Daniels and Philly cheese sauce with roasted peppers and onions topped with chives. And the plate is just mounded with it.
He wants to do that, so I'll take him at end of month. Mr. Peanut says there's reports of shadow stick men creepy. To be honest, the shadow stick men, 9 times out of 10 from what I've seen of shadow stick men, have come from SLS cameras, where they've actually mapped in something else to look like a stick figure. And as far as shadow stick men go, probably a tree branch. Need to debunk before you can say it's creepy. So yeah, that's my opinion on that one, my lovely. Is that called a heart attack, John? It will be after everything we're eating. It will be.
Can't find a picture of it now. It looks
I wish it were, Marmid. No, I don't actually. I literally would be. You know that saying, I'll be the size of the house. I would be. Seen somewhere in Sheffield yesterday on Facebook, selling bangers and mash, Yorkshire pud wrap. They do that up at
they also do a Sunday
Miles.
lunch.
Is it Milestone? No, that's Bayton, isn't it? What's that one?
Fanny's.
Yeah. Morelands. Salford Mohammed.
They do a Sunday lunch in
Cheetham Hill.
In a wrap as well, don't they? A Yorkshire pudding wrap.
Yeah, they do. A lot of places do that on a Sunday lunch in a Yorkshire pudding wrap. I will have that one day. I will have that. Yolanda, I can't look at KFC gravy. I don't even want to know what's made of it. I just think it's cornstarch going in it.
What's in KFC gravy?
Oh yeah, numped. Combining meat juices, water stock, which is thickened with flour, so it's possible that the so-called magic ingredients contains a combination of stock and flour whisked up so it's nice and smooth. All the bits are mixed up. Walker says, voila. What is it? Voila. Hey, Monique, hope you're well, my lovely. I didn't live far from there. Used to live in Eccles. Scott, Yolanda's KFC. If you're good at right KFC, their gravy is gorgeous. I'll let Scotty fill us in mod chat, so then can't get into trouble for slandering KFC gravy. So yes. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna love you and leave you there. I'll be on for breakfast in the morning. I will be on for I've got a reading at 12:15. I'm going to be live on TikTok at 3. And then I think I may come on to members by 6:30. I'll come on to members and we'll do some pendulum work on members. We could even do a pendulum workshop, or if you prefer that at night time, I'll put a post in to ask you what's best time to do a workshop for everybody. And I mean, it doesn't matter, because even if I do one, you can always watch it back, but it's nice for you to be there. So if you've got any questions, you can ask questions. Thanks for the stream. Goodbye. Good night, Mr. Peanut. So everybody take care. Stay safe, guys. Love and light to you all. Love you loads. See you soon.